Hey, what's up, guys? So I'm about to put this new proposal lesson together, and it's going to be actually more like a whole entire course, but I'm going to put it into a lesson here on the original course just so you guys have it, because so much has changed over the last few years, and I wanted to put together something a little more comprehensive. And if you did buy the first course a while ago, I'm going to add it on here, so there you go. There's a little bonus. But if you are just buying the Proposal Secrets course, this little mini course, we're going to break it all down. And when I started breaking it down, I started thinking like, there's different people at different phases in their career and also Upwork. So it's not going to be a one-size-all situation, a one-size-fits-all situation here. It depends where you're at in your career, and it also depends where you're at in the Upwork experience. So I broke it all down here. So when I'm talking about this throughout this lesson or this mini course, I want you to kind of figure out where you are in the placement of this, because if you're new at working online, it's going to be a lot different in how you apply to things and the types of jobs that you're going to be taking, because you're going to be trying to create, skills and create a new career for yourself versus someone that's had experience possibly, doing work outside of Upwork, but they've developed their skills for a while. They've become an expert in their field perhaps, but Upwork's new to them. And then there's people that have been on Upwork, have had skills. They're going to be approaching this differently. So I wanted to break it down. It's basically it's actually 6 different matrices I'm going to be going through when we're going through this lesson. So I want you to kind of figure out, where do you fit in on this? Now, we have this is the beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So when I'm saying beginner, that's beginner on Upwork. You're just getting on Upwork, and you're trying this platform out. So that's this part right here. And this will probably be most of you. And then you're going to figure out whether you're coming to the table with low skills or you're coming to the table with high skills. So low skills meaning, maybe you know how to use Gmail, maybe you know how to use some spreadsheets, but you're more or less coming into the system trying to figure out what you're good at, what you can do, and this is usually going to come in the form of like being a VA, a virtual assistant. You're going to be doing busy work more or less. And then there's high skill things. So this could be your programmer or someone that's been working for an agency for a while. They want to go now independent, and they're coming to the table with some really valid skills, right? So, think about engineers, think about people that are doing database work, people that have, or it could be designers that have been, working for great agencies in the past, and they want to become independent now. And then we have the kind of intermediate zone. So, these are people that are more or less have had experience on Upwork a little bit, and they're looking to get to the next level. We're going to be talking about increasing rates, trying to upskill, these types of things. They have some experience on the system. They've got some reviews under their belt, some social proof. They know their way around Upwork. So this may be you also, right? Like you've had jobs before, but you're like, Adam, how do I take it to the next level? What do I say to get the right jobs that I want? So we're going to be dedicating a section to this too. People that have been maybe on the system for a couple months to a year, and they know it works, but they really want to pick it up. And then over here, we have your more advanced users, such as myself, people that have been on the system for a while, have a lot of testimonials, a lot of reviews, and they're wondering, what do we do now to scale this thing? Or maybe increase my price per hour even more, or productize my offering so I can develop a system to scale. So, and then in each one of these, I do have low skill, high skill, because there could be advanced VAs that have hundreds of clients, and they've been able to maybe bring on different people into their agency or something like that. But what they're doing isn't like, crazy coding or engineering or things that require 4 years of school, graduate degree, so they could still remain relatively low skill, but they're an advanced Upwork user. So, that is the case. They may have their own systems in place. They may say, Adam, I don't really need to know what you are doing with agencies or proposals. So, but there probably are some that are watching this right now that this is going to be very helpful with. But I assume most of the people are going to be in this bracket, in the beginner bracket. They want to find work for the first time, or they're intermediate and they're looking to bring this to the next level. So when I'm going through this lesson, just try to, figure out for yourself, do I have like high skill or low skill? Have I been on the system? Am I just starting out? Have I been here a little bit, maybe 3 months to a year, have a couple jobs under my belt? And, this is probably 2 years plus, have a bunch of jobs, and are looking to take it to the next level. So I'm going to be speaking to everybody a little bit differently. I'm going to lay it all out in this pretty long lesson, and just it may, all three may be applicable. I'm sure there's going to be some value bombs that I drop in each one of these, but I'm sure it's going to resonate. Probably you're going to resonate with one or the other here. So hope that explains the different matrices I'm setting up here, and I'm looking forward to getting into the weeds with you guys, showing you how I send these proposals, showing you guys proposals that I've seen, that I get when I submit jobs and create jobs on the system, ones that I like, ones that I don't like, things that you should do, things that you should not do. So I'm going to lay it all out in this whole thing. Hope you guys like it, and I will see you on the other side.